wonderful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mora Maina with Nutrition Diary. So with that, today we are actually going to talk about something different. We're actually going to talk about tips. I'm actually going to give you the tips to maintaining an optimal nutrition. So with that, let's get started. Tip number 1: develop an eating schedule. What do I mean by an eating schedule? An eating schedule is some kind of a routine on how you're going to be taking your meals. For example, an eating schedule can be something like maybe taking 3 meals in a day, yeah, taking 5 meals in a day, and also maybe you can, for some people it can be something like intermittent fasting, which is it's a schedule that has been approved through research. So that's what you mean by an eating schedule. Yeah, you can be maybe taking your breakfast at around 8 in the morning, take your lunch at around noon, and maybe taking your dinner at around 6 p.m. Yeah, it actually depends. And what is very important about eating schedule, whichever eating schedule that you choose to go with, ensure that it's something that is sustainable, it's something that you're able to keep, it's something that you'll not reach a point whereby you'll be like, it's not working anymore, let me stop it. Because our bodies work according to a particular routine, and once you divert from that particular routine, you'll not be able to achieve, or rather attain, the goals that you've set for yourself, be it gaining weight, be it losing weight, be it whatever goals you have for yourself. You're not able to achieve them if you're not able to take that schedule that is sustainable. Yeah, so ensure that you have an eating schedule, and be sure to work with it. Because I realize, especially for those who are on a weight loss journey, I realize that most people take a particular schedule, and once they're, for example, having to take maybe intermittent fasting, once you take an intermittent fasting, ensure it's something that is sustainable. Because uh, once you stop that routine, you're likely to even gain more weight. You're likely to gain even more weight than the ones that you lost. So you have to be very careful. And if you're not sure about having to take that intermittent fasting, then you don't have to start until that time when you feel you're actually ready and it's something that you're going to keep. And that leads me to my tip number 2, that is the key nutrients. Yeah, as you go to the nearest grocery store, to the nearest supermarket, or wherever it is that you buy, be it in the market, wherever it is that you buy your groceries from or your food from, ensure that you're able to get all these important key nutrients, that is the macronutrients and the micronutrients. The macronutrients involve things like it involves the proteins, the carbohydrates, and also the fats and oils. And on the micronutrients end, it involves the vitamins and the minerals. And in proteins, we are talking about actually the plant-based proteins. That is maybe, for example, the green grams, that is ndengu. We also have the peas, yeah. Different types of lentils. We have the beans, the black beans, the wairimo, name them, yeah. Those are different types of plant proteins. We also have animal-based proteins. We have we have eggs, we have milk, we have the meat itself. Some of the examples of the proteins that we can get out there. On the carbohydrate side, we have the cassava, we have the Irish potatoes, we have the sweet potatoes, we have the maize. There is a variety of these carbohydrates that you can also include in your basket. And on the fat side, definitely you have the fats and oils in the supermarket. And what you should always know, fats are not always the devil. You need these fats for you to be able to absorb some of these micronutrients. For example, the vitamins. Some of the vitamins are fat soluble, so it's good that you include them in your basket list. Yeah, another thing, the vitamins and the minerals, you're likely to get them from the fruits and vegetables. So ensure that you, as you go shopping, ensure you include all this variety of food stuff, so that your family is able to be food secure, and you're able to get all the macronutrients and all the micronutrients that you need, and also your family needs. Yeah. Now the tip number 2 directly links me to the tip number 3, that is the portion sizes. Yeah. So like I said, as you go shopping again, ensure that whatever food you're buying is enough to feed all the members in your household. Yeah. So because in terms of quality and in terms of quantity, because once you give food of low quality, when you talk about low quality, we are talking about food that is not actually balanced, yeah. And that is including both the macronutrients and the micronutrients, yeah. You cannot be giving your child, or you cannot be giving someone a particular food, for example, a child having to take food from one food group alone and not taking from other food groups. That is, the for example, having to give a child porridge every day, or exchanging with potatoes every day, and the way most mothers are used to giving pumpkins every day, and you think that's the best for your baby. Ensure that it is always balanced, so that you avoid the embarrassment of going to the hospital and your baby is suffering from kwashiorkor, yeah. So that all your diet is always well balanced and of the correct portion, because once you underfeed, again, once you underfeed people, or once you underfeed your children, they're likely to suffer from, for example, the marasmus, and and it can lead to wasting, underweight, and all those kind of malnutrition, yeah. So ensure that you're able to give them the right quantity. And again, once you overfeed, again, it leads to another type of malnutrition, that is overnutrition, obesity, and overweight, yeah. So you have to have the meals always, the meals has to always be balanced, and you don't take that lightly. And that leads to me to, again, to tip number 3. Tip number 4, that is, remember to hydrate properly. That is the okay. And on average people take around 6 to 8 glasses of water. But what you have to remember is this liquid, or rather the water that you need from your body, can be gotten from fruits, from vegetables, or even from the foods that you eat, yeah. So it's not always like 6 to 8 glasses of water, but to be on the safe side, always ensure that you take water as much as possible. But also ensure always remember that different bodies, or rather it depends on the type of work you're doing. For example, I cannot tell you to take 6 to 8 glasses of water and you are an athlete, because you need more, yeah, because you lose more water maybe when you're working out, or maybe when you're out there doing your thing. So I cannot tell you to take 6 to 8 glasses of water. It also depends on your level of activity. Somebody with a sedentary lifestyle, definitely I'm not going to tell you to take this amount of water, because you're actually living a sedentary lifestyle, and you don't need as much water, as much as water as the person who is an athlete, for example, because it can now again lead to overhydration, yeah. And overhydration now can lead to electrolyte imbalance and cause other problems to your body. So but what you should always know, ensure that you will include liquids in your diet, and also in your routine ensure that there is space for water. And if the water seems quite uncomfortable for you, always ensure that maybe you can sometimes spice it up with squeezing some lemon, because at the same time you're having a double advantage of hydrating yourself, and at the same time having to consume these important vitamins for your body, that is the vitamin C, for example, yeah. So ensure that you hydrate properly, yeah. I'm taking my water, yeah. And to my point number 5, you ensure that you have regular physical workout. Guys, there's no shortcut to working an optimal nutrition, to maintaining a good nutrition without having to take part in physical exercise. Yeah, I know they have told you there are pills to make you cut weight, there are pills to make you, I don't know, do what, yeah. But for me, working out is a very crucial part for you to maintain, to have this optimal health. You have to work out, you have to set time, at least work out for at least 30 minutes in a day. You have to just set that time for yourself to work out, yeah. Because I know most of us, like I said, they are living a sedentary lifestyle. They don't even see the need of having to maintain this regular physical activity. So ensure that you just have to create time, guys. It's very important. Having to take having to take a well-balanced diet, combine it with regular physical exercise, and you'll find that most of these cardiovascular diseases, these lifestyle diseases that are affecting us right now, they're all going to be a story of the past. So guys, let's hit the gym, yeah. And you don't necessarily have to go to the gym. You can as well do the workouts in your house. There are so many applications of how you can work out. There are so many applications that you can go for. There are other YouTube channels that have this workout plan for that can suit everyone. So you have no excuse. Just ensure that you work out every single day, yeah. And that leads me to my last tip, ensure that you pray as you embark on any journey. And now in this case, you're embarking on a nutrition journey, we are embarking on a healthy lifestyle journey. Always remember to pray. I am a strong believer that um faith and prayer works. So as you just pray to God to take you throughout this journey, and by the end of the day, we can do nothing without our God. So that's very important. Remember to pray. So with that, and with that, I hope those tips are going to be of so much help. You are going to engage more and get to elaborate more on these issues that I've talked about in one way or the other. I'm going to have to mention them in the future videos. So stay tuned. And for those who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and if there's anything else that you'd love me to talk about, and if there's anything that you'd love to add on to my tips, also comment down below. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.